Hi, I'm Wanda Wallace Pitts, presently from Penn Hills, but I want to elaborate on from where I started from. I lived in St. Clair Village. My address was 1102 Cresswell Street. We as young girls, we had a lot to talk about, a lot of things that we did, but we were kept in check by Miss Frankie Mae Jeter. She's a tough lady. You couldn't do too much and nothing got past her because she let you know. Very, very honored to share my story with you. I, in 1968, a young mother, somewhat ashamed, discouraged, because I became pregnant in 1968, had so much future for myself. But things happen. And then through the summer, I had tried out for majorettes with South Hills High School, but I became pregnant. I thought, what a girl to do. And in September, I found out there was a school that I was able to attend so that I can continue my education. I was going into the 11th grade at the time, and so I went to a school. There was one called Lecce and one over on the north side called Norris. I was so excited. I met a lot of people, a lot of girls that we were all on the same level. We couldn't say too much because we all went through this journey of bearing children or a child at such a young age. Then in 1968, I became pregnant, feeling ashamed, not knowing where my life was going to go, not knowing everything stops, as you know. And you're saying, who's important now? It's not me. So I attended the school, which I felt so encouraged all of a sudden. And I went to school on the north side. This school was called Zors. There was another one called Lecce on the Hill District. And being in that school, you felt like everybody was on the same level. All the girls were who they were. We shared some really, really interesting stories on how it happened, but we weren't knowledgeable. And these schools are not here today, but they were so encouraging. We had lessons, English, science, reading, history, math. We all looked out for each other. We held the elevator for one another. Here she comes, here she comes. Let her on first. She's kind of big, but it was okay. It seems like once you found out that it was your time to go to the hospital, that we lost contact, but that was okay. Today, I've ran into many people who also have their children. I myself had a set of twins. I did not know that this was going to happen. They were born January the 9th, 1969. And not having a job, my husband had no job. He wasn't even my husband at the time. He had no job either. He was told he could not go to school. He had to leave school. What to do? As time went on, I was becoming bigger and bigger in my stomach area. They say, hold the elevator, let her on, let her on. Of course, they were about the same size too, but they seemed to be putting more emphasis, let her on, let her on. And next thing I know, I went for a doctor's appointment and everybody was acting kind of like, what's going on? And they said, you're dilating, you're having your baby today. Well, this was the only school that I knew of in the Pittsburgh area at the time. And today we don't do that. We don't have that. But what's interesting, I had my son, my children, on the table at Southside Hospital, which is gone now. And I said, what's going on? And they said, the one baby had come out. He said, there's another one up there. I was like, what did I do? No, I was there by myself. My mom was challenged, but they did get a hold of her. We had no phone. They had to get in contact with someone to reach her. Time went on as we raised the children, and they requested, someone said, get married. You might as well give those children a name because of the shame of it all without a husband. So we did do that for a while, and trying to raise 2 sons. We also used regular diapers with safety pins. No Pampers, no Sonar. I did not know I was having twins. Time went on, and life went on, and things happened through those years to raise children. Then I had a 3rd son when I was 24. He was born in 1975. So I appreciate so much, feel so blessed that I was able to make it through at these trying times when none of these services are available now. The young girls that are caring with child now, they have a lot on their hands because they have to make choices that they may be questioning and will question for a long time. There's so many children that need the opportunity. Young girls need inspiration. They need to be able to ask questions without being ashamed. Because in this world, shame is a game if you let it lead you where you need to be. I did not go back to school. I'm having twins, as I did. I just said, well, I had to raise these children. At that time, got married at 17 and was able to, and we raised the children. The twins are 6.5 years older than my other son. And it was difficult. We had nothing. Nobody was working. There was no jobs. My husband, at the time, before we got married, was told he could not attend South Hills High School, that he had to leave. Him being very, very ashamed and upset. We had nothing. We were able to receive funds from the Department of Welfare. And at that time, they had a food stamp program and everything. And we lived with his family in Homewood on Sugar Street.